Hey folks, so I want to spend a little bit of time talking about some of the process I use, and I know others use as well, when it comes to designing a appropriate what you call a performance, capability, or learning solution. And what are some of the things that you can ask and dig deeper into to actually solve for a problem and find out a why, as opposed to doing what I like to call the McDonald's conveyor belt of just taking orders and not actually doing anything that has a return on investment. So look, let's be hypothetical here and imagine that someone has come to you to say there is a performance or capability issue in their team. So all the things that we can do. So I like to look at a window and break it down into four sections. And these four sections are: what are the key things that these individuals need to know about that topic? So really get into the outcome. What are the things or thing that's going to move the needle? And it's really great to get an assessment of what is known today. So what do these people know today about this topic? Do they know its importance? So not just the content, the importance of it, how it supports them in their role, and how it supports them potentially in their future growth. And outside of the conversation with the stakeholder, what are the things that they need to know but have not been identified either by the team or the stakeholder? So we could also frame this as, is my kind of little notes down here, what they think they need versus what they actually need. Now, quite often what I find is a number of stakeholders will come to you and say, this is what I think we need. And, some of the times that might be 100% of the picture. But what I find 9 times out of the 10, there is more to that than meets the eye or what is shared in that conversation. So it's really key that you, as an individual, what I call performance consulting and taking a consultant approach, is to really dig down and find out what is it people think they need to know, but what is it they actually need to know. And what you can do here is kind of trim out some of the fat that people don't need to know at all, and add in some of the stuff that's a real value add. And then the last bit is what I call the not known zone. So basically what this means is this is data that will become apparent during the design process. So at the beginning of the process, you don't know about this, you don't know what this particular element or what people need to know, but actually it's something that it reveals itself because it's unknown to everyone during the process. And it reveals itself through retros that you might do and continuous feedback via the design process. So this is a good thing. This is not something to worry about at all. This is something that's part and parcel of that design process, and is very much why I advocate to look at when you're building solutions or products or whatever you call it, or your services, as minimal viable products, where basically what is something that you can ship very quickly that meets the basic needs and then can continue to improve upon over the time through occasions or events like retros and continuous feedback. So look, I'll leave it at that. I'll of course be expanding on these thoughts as usual in my newsletter and my blog as well, so do keep track of that if you want to learn more. But it's just a peek into one of the things that you can do when you're having these conversations to work more in a performance consultant approach to actually get to the nitty gritty of what people need help with. I hope that helps, and please do leave me any comments below and I will try and elaborate further and answer any questions for you. Cheers.